Hey, this is David Bradshaw, just coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee. Wanted to reach out specifically if you're receiving this. You're a friend of ours, many of you for many years. I wish I could just sit with each one of you one-on-one right now. But I wanted to reach out in more of a private context, just to share my heart for a couple of minutes. If you have been walking with us for many years, you know a little bit of our journey with Awaken the Dawn and all that's been transpiring. We're standing right now in the middle of Tent America, which is actually going bigger and broader than even we had any idea, I think, going into it. Today, there are 100 university campuses and all 50 state capitals, Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C., all at the same time, with day and night worship, prayer, gospel proclamation on the streets. Behind me is a Nashville tent. There's actually a few other tents here in Nashville too, on some campuses. There's an outreach going on right now to my left. The reason I wanted to come to you privately was just to say this is one of the most important crossroads for me and for our ministry with ATD and even with the Prayer Furnace locally that we've ever been in. Because what we're seeing begin to happen across the nation is God is breathing on a viral, truly viral movement of worship, prayer, and gospel proclamation. And I want to encourage you, if you get a minute, just to go through like the social media feeds, Instagram, Facebook for Awaken the Dawn, just get a feel for what God's doing. And specifically, I wanted to just request that you would consider at this juncture giving and sowing into the movement. We are at one of the most critical junctures, one of the most critical transitions, not just for Awaken the Dawn nationally, but even for our local community to move into the next phase of what God's asked us to do. And the reason I mention that is we have right now today about $150,000 to fund this moment, this week of Awaken the Dawn, Tent America. And again, what's blowing me away is it's gone viral, supernatural. God has opened a great and effectual door. Thousands and thousands of people are experiencing day and night worship, presence of God, prayer, and the proclamation of the gospel, outreaches, justice. It's just exploding across this nation. And our sense is that only God could have done this, that we're actually standing in a divine moment, a God moment. And so this final $150,000, again, if you're receiving this, you're a friend. I just wanted to come and just give a heartbleed to you as a brother, because this $150,000, this final $150,000 for this moment is mission critical for the national, for the viral movement, and for the local, because the two things are related together and they serve each other. And so if you've partnered with us in the past in any way and to any degree, I just wanted to ask you as a brother, as a friend, to pray about what God might have you do at this juncture. Even this week is critical for us and for what God's doing around the nation. And so again, we love you. I wish we could have time just to hang with everyone that's getting this video, but my heart is to come as a brother and as a friend and just say, mainly that you could be aware how critical this juncture is for the future of Awaken the Dawn, Tent movement, where this is going, and our local expression of House of Prayer training and all of these things. We see in the next few years this continuing to expand, to impact the entire nation, to recalibrate, to reawaken America around the presence of God and the worth of Jesus. We really don't feel like this is about us. This isn't about building our brand. This isn't about getting our name out there. Our heart is that God has opened a great and effectual door, and we want to invite you to be part of it, honestly. We know God's going to provide this. He always has. And this is mainly just to communicate to our friends and go, guys, this is an incredible open door. What's happening right now across the nation is blowing us away. In fact, national leaders are writing and texting, and they're blown away by this moment in America as 150 plus tents of day and night worship in public with the proclamation of the gospel are exploding. One of my national friends said, could this be a tipping point? I don't know, but on some level, I think we're at a tipping point. And for our expression, what God's called us to do, this is a tipping point. And so I'm asking if you've been with us, if you've been a friend with us for years, just consider right now, whether it's $25, $2,500, $25,000, there's always some that God moves at the last minute to give 5- and 6-figure gifts for these national historic moments. But this is where we are. So this is just to communicate. We love you guys. We know God's gonna provide, 100% confident. And we just want to be in the story together and watch Jesus do the impossible and invite all of you that have been tracking with us for these years to be with us. We do believe this. We believe that we are to go back to the National Mall in 2020. And when we get there, it'll be more of a family reunion, more of a celebration of this proliferation of tents. There could be thousands of gatherings like the one behind me all across America in the next year to year and a half. We actually believe the potential is there, the dynamic is there, that this will change America, substantive change. And that's what we're believing for. So anyway, love you guys. Just want to reach out personally to you and say, this is a moment, this is a critical crossroads for us to see this final 150 come in so that we can go into the next couple of years and step into brand new territory and a greater degree of fullness than we've ever known. So love you guys. Check out the social media. Just if nothing else, just track with what God is doing. It's absolutely incredible. Love you guys. We'll talk soon.